two more topics to go. So we will just get into it. But thanks for watching another video. Thanks for watching another stream. Today, we're going to get into the used side really briefly. We're going to talk about the used Tesla Model Ys that Tesla has just dumped, and it looks like the prices are increasing on that side as well. So it looks like the deals are no longer there. I think Tesla is just saying Tesla Model Y is no longer a deal car because they're going to raise the price on the new side and on the used side. So we'll briefly take a look at it, see what's the cheapest one that we can find, and then we'll take a look at the high side as well, because there's some expensive ones that just doesn't make sense. But I guess it could make sense if you don't qualify for the $7,500 tax credit yourself. And so we will take a look at that. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and get some benefits, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is the site that I usually go to just to see what's the market or what's available from Tesla.com. In terms of used side, and sometimes there's deals. Tesla does this thing where they'll just drop a bunch of vehicles all at once that are basically a fire sale deal or a clearance deal, but it seems like right now it's not the case. If you look on the Model 3 side, there's 369 used ones available for sale, but going to the used side for the Model Y, there's 83. I think they just uploaded a bunch of them, but taking a look here, we can see like what's the lowest price in here. There is a Tesla Model Y standard range available for sale for $40,600. It's got some 44,000 miles, but this just doesn't make sense to me because like you can basically get a two-year newer one for not that much more, especially if you factor in this $7,500 tax credit. But if you don't qualify, then I could see where this could make sense as well. But switching it, this is the reason why I like this website called Dash CPO is because, or EV-CPO Hunter, is because you can sort it kind of like an Excel table. And you can see what's the most expensive used Tesla Model Y that you can get from Tesla itself. And that price is a staggering $70,500. Of course, this does have the full self-driving, which, we've talked about before how, what valuation you should put on full self-driving on a used Tesla. And the answer to that is like $2,000 to $3,000 at max. It does have acceleration boost, which I would maybe value that at like $250 to $500. And so this is a 2023. It's got less than 50 miles on it. So this is a really weird vehicle. This probably should be a demo status vehicle, but for some reason it's back into the inventory here. And of course, there are some benefits to buying a used Tesla Model Y from Tesla. You get an extra 1 year, 10,000 miles. But, I don't know. This is a weird one for me because this is basically what, $55,000, the price of a brand new one, but, with full self-driving and all that stuff. If this was like $60,000 or maybe even $55,000, that would be a deal. But I certainly cannot recommend a used Tesla for basically the price of a new one. So definitely some interesting stuff. There's probably not too many deals in here as well. I mean, unless some of these have full self-driving. Let's try and go to like the 55K range to see if there's any like 2023s, because that's really where it would make sense, right? If it was a 2023 or even like 2022, like 1 year old, then that would make sense. So like 2022, 15,000 miles, basically the same price of a new one, but no full self-driving. So no, I wouldn't take this one. If it had like full self-driving and it was a brand new price, maybe I'd be interested. But I feel like at the end of the day, like buying a new one, this one is 2020. No, that doesn't make sense. Buying a new one, having those extra years of warranty, those extra miles of warranty, that's really where the value is. I mean, I guess it's just peace of mind at the end of the day, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I guess Tesla just dumped a bunch of vehicles that they haven't had before with the Tesla Model Ys on the used side, and they were also increasing the price as well. But they're kind of like increasing the price by using features, EAP, full self-driving, acceleration boost, and all that stuff. My recommendations is just stick with the new one, especially if you qualify for that $7,500 tax credit. Now, if you don't, then I could easily see why some of these might make sense, especially with that added warranty at the end of the day. So hopefully Let me know what your thoughts are on the used one. Are you shopping for a used one? Or are you just buying a new one? Definitely. But we're going to jump back into the comments, into the live questions. But before we get into that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including a couple credit unions on that list that have rates as low as 2.5% to 3.2% from 60 to 80 months. Definitely better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out if you're interested, down below in the description. But let's jump into some of the comments and some of the questions.